Guys, welcome. Just got out of the shower. My hair's naughty. I didn't even comb up my hair. Good morning. It's actually afternoon. It's actually afternoon. Me setting my alarm every day for 5:30 is like, whoa, right? Getting back in that mode. Going in high school now. So I'm like, the alarm's got to be set earlier. Make sure her ass is out of bed. Hi. Oh, I got something in my eye. I'm going to use you guys for a mirror. Can't see it. I can feel it. Hey, it's been a while. I know my energy's been like, whoa. I'm surprised I'm even on right now. Honest to God. That's how bad it's been. Not bad. My energy's not been bad. It's been high. Extremely elevated. And you know how the videos are when my energy's like that, right? So lots of changes. The energy is heavy. It's dainty. It's heavy. It's not here to wreck us or make us. We already are who we are, right? Someone made a comment the other day with the tower, and I was like, oh, a drastic change. Listen, a tower does not need to be drastic change. It could be, but it could be underlined. A lot of people don't even feel it, right? So it's like, when you guys read the comments, use your best discernment when it comes to that, please. Okay? Especially with other readers, too. I'm drinking coffee at noon. I will tell you it's heavy, though. I have I have 3 friends that all want divorces and having hard times and what direction and how do I do it. And I'm like, we've been having this conversation for years, troops. So, and then her friend called and this is what he did and I can't believe it. And I said I wasn't going to do this whole insecurity thing again. But it's like, oh, well, here you go doing it again, right? So it's like, break the cycle. Is just break it. It doesn't matter if somebody is meant to be in your life or not, or what direction you go in. You shouldn't have to have your yeses and your nos or your exact answer. You should be able to go towards the unknown. Yeah, is it a little scary? Absolutely. But I wouldn't suggest staying in any situation when you know, especially when you know you've been telling yourself for umpteenth amount of times, or I don't want to do this, or having the same conversation with the friends over and over and over. You know better, right? So if you're upset and you're crying and you're going through this, you're doing in this, put something in the forefront of your head, like one thing. Like I said to her, pick one thing, because you backtrack. What is it you do that you know is wrong in this relationship? And if it's a big major thing, because one of them cheats, I said, if this is a big major thing, you keep that right there in the middle of your fucking forehead. And you tell yourself every time you look at him or you have a conversation, keep that in the back of your head. Because you shouldn't be in that situation, right? Everybody has different scenarios, you know, especially the other day with the video I did with the massive shit show, right? We all know, my hair's stuck. We all know about the shit show too. Everyone's situation is different. Depending on your karma, your wife or husband might not find out. It might be up to you whether or not to get yourself out of that situation. Because some people look at it like, well, it's a blessing if I get caught. Well, the universe works in mysterious ways, but if it's part of your karma, it's you to break that cycle. So you got to know where you're at. Don't let the energy get the best of you. There's so much than just one scenario to a situation. We all know that, right? But it's here it comes again, rolling down the river. So it just keeps coming and coming and coming, and I don't know. I don't want to find myself in any situations. And I can't even tell you how many people emailed me when I was like, if you're this person, email me. And it's like, And here I am explaining, like, they're probably like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed to call her because she's up here like, oh, if any hoes are on my board. But let me define a hoe. There's different sorts of hoes, right? But I'm laughing. I gotta do this seriously. You can be sleeping with this one and this one in dating. That doesn't make you a hoe. It's not right, okay? Just because you're a hoe doesn't necessarily make you a bad person. It's just it's just time to smarten up and stop putting yourselves in situations that is no good, right? So, and the people that hit me up, they weren't the ones I was like reading like that, not like that. But everybody has this story, everybody has a scenario, everybody has something. There's always something with someone. If you don't want to argue with someone or something doesn't feel right, make the damn decision. I've been teaching you that for a long time. Whether it's had, I make decisions left and right, and all my decisions are not easy. They're not easy effing decisions. They're hard, even if they come with pain, right? Whether I'm right, whether I'm wrong, if I feel like it's the right thing, then I'm going to do it. Then I got to tell myself, is it fear? Da 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 da. You know you best, right? So take the time to get to know you and what it is you truly want. Okay? So yeah, the energy is a little heavy. Needless to say. Oh, my cards are sticky. Kid spilled water on them the other day. So needless to say, it's a little tricky, but don't let certain scenarios freak you out. Go in the direction you know is meant for you. If there's some ups and downs, there's ups and downs. Don't not hold back on what you want to say. Pick and choose your battles. You know? You know what I mean, jelly beans? You know what I mean, jelly beans? I went corn picking. I went on a hike this morning. We picked some corn. So I'm excited. My brother comes home tomorrow. I haven't seen him in almost too long. My niece, she's almost 1. My little Mabel. So excited to see them tomorrow. I can't even tell you. I just want to squeeze them, hold tight and never let go. You know? So I will come back tomorrow morning and do weekend energy for you though. Take the time for yourselves too, guys. Like, it's always important, right? So, my brother, he's younger. He's 26. They had him a little later in life. He's my baby. But take your time. Take the time you need. Like, I went hiking this morning and I thought I was going to be a little more peaceful, maybe gain a little more clarity. And I should have known better. I should have known it was going to be a lot of this, which is always great. But I was hoping for a little more serenity. But take that time. If you got strong water and earth, I really suggest, if you got a lot of shell, right? I really suggest water. If you got a lot of fire, even car rides, you know what I mean? Music, car rides. Pay attention. I really want you guys, I know I might have mentioned this, but not often. Find out where your north node sits, because it's just important as your life path, because that is your zodiac. that that is your road. That is your path, along with your path, along with your life path, that your number. But like, I'm a Leo, my North Node Leo. And for the longest time I thought it was Cancer, and I did a very extensive thing, and it was like, wow. But it's Cancer to an extent. It's so hard to explain where it lines up because it's about the degree too. But I got more earth and more air and water than fire in my chart. But in all reality, it's like my life calling, like my life itself is ruled by Leo. My path, where I go, what I do for a living, how I relate to friendships, relationships. I guarantee you 95% of you did not even know that. Okay, so that's important to really study that zodiac. Okay, so I completely spaced that, and then it hit me again, and I was like, that's gotta be an important message for the collective as well. Look at here. I'm like, go figure, I would be fire. You know? But if you look at a lot of our leaders, a lot of independent people in this world, especially leaders, people who hold a lot of power, majority of them are Cappies, Aries. And not your sun, moon, rising, all that stuff. Nope, your North Node. People don't ever really pay attention to their nodes, but it's so much more important. I'd heard it a long time ago and I spaced it, and I heard it again recently, and I was like, wow. It was one of those let me blow your mind, where it was like, holy shit. So let's see what we get. Okay. She's like, I known it. I known it. All right, little Miss Smarty Pants. Good for you. That was cute. So what are we dealing with currently? It could be all over the board. I'm just liking it. Just give me something I can just like read gently. I just want a gentle read. Just, guys, we don't take a step back, right? Like, I'm in that mode where like finding myself, but I don't need to find myself. I know exactly who I am. It's just where I'm at in the whole in between. That's why it's important to even take that 5 minutes, that 10 minutes to even sit outside or do this or do that or put certain music on. I'm telling you, it's so important. And as I'm holding this card, pay attention to red flags. So it's like you're either seeing the signs or you're not. It's almost like, or you're in that situation where you're in shock, or you're being naive about a situation, or you're seeing the signs, but you're like, oh, I just keep seeing 333, and or I just keep seeing 1111. But it's like, are you really looking into it? Are you really doing what the angels are trying to tell you with synchronicities? Like, and I've stressed that plenty of times to you. Okay. To me, not necessarily, it's not saying you're not necessarily seeing something or picking up on something, because I think you are. I think it's just, is it too much caution? Is it not, or not enough caution? What?
The Hulu information.
The Hulu?
Yes.
How'd you know I had Hulu?
You told me.
I did?
Jeez, am I not allowed to use it?
You can, but the Hulu's not ours. We just have the Amazon Prime and the Shutterfly and all that. Oh, you can use it. Just use my laptop. You should just.
Watch on TV.
I don't know what to say. You would have to text Marsh, because I have it already locked in on the laptop. I can't write this second I'm working. Can you get your mother a scrunchie real quick, please?
What's the Amazon Prime?
My Amazon Prime password. Same password I always use.
Yeah, what's the email?
The one with the 9 in it. If it's not the 2, if it's not the 2, it's the 4. Yada yada yada. Okay. And sometimes the second one is capitalized. My hair's soaked, dripping all over me. Okay. I forgot. I guess I got Masha's. Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts. It's tight. I got Masha's, guys. Okay, stop writing so I can use you as a mirror. I got Masha's, I don't want to look too ridiculous. I got Masha's, stop writing. Freaking A. I can't see. Stop laughing. All right, fuck it. I'm done. I don't care. If I look foolish, I look foolish. I have Masha's Hulu stuff because I started watching The Maiden's Tale. That show, I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. Insane. So let's get back to the show. So pay attention to red flags. I guess we'll see which direction you're going in when it comes to what's happening. Worth waiting for. Jesus. Staying optimistic, soulmate. Something's been not necessarily on hold, but you've been waiting, and I think I think something's here, and you do deserve love, right? And you got chemistry, so it's like sorry, let me just, Netflix has way better movies right now than Amazon does. Just I meant to tell her that. Anyway, I got distracted. I'm sorry. Court's ADD just kicked in. So, I think this is talking about two different people. You've been waiting a long time for something. It's like, but you're seeing the signs, but there's something underlying, like staying optimistic. The chemistry's there is not a problem. You know you're in a soulmate situation, and the fact that we have something that says you deserve love is going right towards the chemistry. But it's almost like not necessarily denial, but it's like somebody saying, I know I deserve this. I know, like, it's like you've been waiting a long time for a certain someone or something, right? So we'll have to see how this pans out. Because someone's like, damn, this is a straight up soulmate. You know, worth waiting for. I'm back. A dove flew in, and he's intently just staring at me. I mean, the doves are here all the time, but he flew right in front of my face. He's 5 feet from me right now, so it's a message about something. But you know how spirit works. When I give too much information, they're like, they shut me down. And to me, it's like, it's not even giving too much information. It's silliness. So, I don't know when I lost you. So I was just going to try it again. And I hate when they want me to read word shit. So it's like to be a little more positive. Someone's been waiting a long time for something, right? So we're in the energy of, you know, you deserve love, especially if you've been seeking love. Something's here because the chemistry is here. The pay attention to red flags, something's here. And if it's not, it's clearly might be time to move forward. And if you need more definitive answers, then you're going to need a reading. Okay. If you've been waiting a really long time, stop waiting and if nothing's here. Because this to me is there's something here. The red flags could mean you're in a situation that might not be the greatest right now. What this is telling me, though, honest to God, is that someone's been waiting a very long time for something true, for something pure, for something sacred. You know what you deserve. So if you're not getting that, you got to put more love into yourself right now. And not in a bad way, by any means. I'm not saying you're not doing the right thing. But if you're waiting on someone that's not appearing and things are not changing for you, and all it is just sex, then this probably wouldn't be your read. Because this is, it's cautioning you to either not run from it, spend more time with it, stay more optimistic. You, to me, it's clear as day, you know who this person is. But if you're not getting the love and respect, and it's just chemistry, take a time out. I don't think that's what it's saying. For some of you, that's what it's saying. But for others, it's deep. It only makes sense because we're in this deep ass, I almost want to say ratchet ass energy that's like, the depth is like, you can't even submerge. So take a big breath. I'm like choking on my words right now. I'm trying real hard not to look at you guys right this second because my energy is just, it's too much. Tell me about pay attention to red flags. It's like something's reality, right? You got the Knight of Chalices right here. So that's what I'm saying. There's something here, and if this person hasn't, if they haven't entered your life yet, they're going to be real soon. Could it just be Romeo? Let's find out. Tell me about the Knight of... I was gonna say, tell me about the Knight of Charms. Like you're eating a bowl of Lucky Charms or something. I don't know what that's about. Tell me about Romeo over here. How legit is Romeo? Romeo's legit. Romeo is definitely legit. Got the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and right now we got the Star. So sitting right next to Worth Waiting For, there's definitely a scenario here. Okay. Destiny. Destiny. Tell me about Worth Waiting For. If you have not met this person yet, you will, because it's the Knight of Chalices. To me, it's a message, but it's like, is it worth waiting for, or is it not? Like it's it's like a little tipsy energy. And then you got the Knight of Swords, right? So it's like you have healed from a situation. So it's almost like Spirit saying you need to be a little more optimistic about your situation. I think somebody might be at a distance, or with the Three of Wands here, not talking, but you know this person's your future. Once again, if this person has not come in yet, they are. Tell me about the Four of Swords. So I can see an inchworm right now swinging around. It's a little late in the season for an inchworm, and it's a baby. Got the Queen of Chalices. You met your match. Could be a Cancerian, you know, worth waiting for. So maybe somebody has to get themselves out of a situation, like a marriage, right? Pay attention to red flags. Yeah, you got Mr. Casanova over here, but it's if it's a destined situation, the divine saying it's worth waiting for. Like, you've healed, right? Or it's saying to nurture the situation because she's very nurturing, and not in a sexual way, but kind of, sort of, but it's not just about that. And if they're saying worth waiting for, King of Swords, you could be dealing with an Aquarian. But if they're saying it's worth waiting for, I think you've been waiting, because underneath is saying staying optimistic. Or there might be a break, a little break in time, but during the break, stay optimistic, right? I want to jump straight to chemistry, because if it's saying that there needs to be a break but stay optimistic, then the last thing you should be thinking about is chemistry. What I think this is saying is there's just such a magnetic pull. Tell me about chemistry. Ooh. Okay. Alrighty. Damn. Let's get it on. You got the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and now you got the Knight of Swords. So this person's watching too. Watching you, you're watching them. You're constantly thinking about each other. But boy, do you guys play. To the point where it's like, well, you will be. To the point where it's like, all right, I'll look out. But can you look out in a situation like that? Like, I don't know. That's the luck plan. Look out. In that situation, I'm ready to choke. Jesus. Fuck. I'm sorry. I just put myself in that scenario for a second. I wouldn't be the best one to be on the lookout. And now we got this bird over here splashing around like fucking crazy. I'm like, all right. Anyway, tell me about the Knight of Swords. It's like a little bit of a warning right there. I don't know what that's all about. And there's the King and the Queen's right there. Right? So, with the Ace of Wands right there. See, like, I'm telling you, like, it is what it is. You guys got the chemistry, right? So it's almost like you're drawn to the chemistry, but they're drawing you to it. It's because when you have that type of intimacy or chemistry, right? It's not only does it make a relationship better, obviously, but like you can feel each other. It's magnetic. It's beautiful. I'm glad the King of Cups came out with that one, because this King is amazing in this card. So tell me about staying optimistic. So Spirit's basically saying stay optimistic. It's way more than just passion and all this. See, Three of Pence. Like, I don't know if it's a new karmic contract, if there could be a third party. But once again, the Ace of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. There could be a third, exterior energy, but it's teamwork. It takes two people. And there has to be synergy here. If there's not synergy, you have this questionable energy because you know you deserve so much more, regardless of the feelings, the chemistry, right? So I think that's the dilemma. And if someone's married, that's a dilemma. But tell me about the star. To me, this is destined with all these other placements. But let me just find out. Tell me about the star, because then I'll be able to read the Three of Pence a little better. We got strength. So you could be dealing with a Leo. So yeah, this is a destined situation. There was obviously you were in a very toxic situation at one point. So I don't know if your mind strength, right? So I don't know. Two of Chalices. So I don't know if your mind goes straight to, you could be dealing with a Leo. I don't know if your mind so it's a destined situation. It doesn't mean that there's not a third party. It's just I want to make sure I'm reading that card right. So it's almost like I don't know where the hesitation is. I don't know what the deal is with that. Tell me about the Three of Chalices. You could be dealing with you got Temperance. It's under staying optimistic. So if there's a third party obviously would have to be cut out at some point. It wouldn't be an issue. I don't see an issue on the board like this, but there's got to be some issue because this is the questionable energy. But this is patience, balance, tempering. It's teamwork. The two of you got to stay optimistic in a situation. You met your match. The chemistry is there. It's magnetic. It is a destined situation. It is Romeo, well, not necessarily Romeo. Who's better, Romeo or Casanova? I don't know. You know who I want? The one that has the mask. Anthony Banderas. Is that it? Anthony Banderas? Something like that? That's my idea of Romeo. But ooh, Zorro. Yeah, the mask. The mask of Zorro. That's who I want. That's my Casanova. But anywho. My mind went in the gutter with this card with my little Anthony. But don't worry, I'm not daydreaming of that. I'm just trying to think like I think the balance is coming. Tell me about soulmate. Got the Hangman. You could be dealing with a Pisces. There's a little bit of anxiety. It reminds me of the Tree of Life. Tell me about the Hangman. Someone adores you. Got the Hermit. Well, you could be dealing with a Virgo, soul searching. Like I said, someone's been soul searching for this for a long time. To me, there's a pause. And I think what's happening, you got the Sun at the bottom of the deck. For those where it's not a pause, there needs to be a little more teamwork. Others of you, there's a pause because it's like, you know you deserve the best. And it looks like the best is yet to come. This does look like a beautiful read, right? But you're not telling yourself you deserve the best. So I don't know if you were in a situation where it was constant routine. But this, it's like now you're in a new situation where you do deserve the best. And somebody's not telling themselves, I deserve this. So one's more of a pessimist. The other one might be a little bit more of an optimist. Hey, I'm more of an optimist. Like, hey, my cup's, is half full than half empty. But if I was drinking a wine, I'd be like, it's half empty. So, but that's only when I'm having wine, right? So like, but it's like with the King and the Queen here, it's like you met your match. You know how to comfort. He knows how to comfort. The chemistry is here. Like it's clear as day. There is a need for staying a little more positive, right? I don't think you're crying over spilled milk by any means, but you must be in a difficult situation here. It's not anything. I see you struggling. I mean, you could be struggling a little bit, like a little bit of the struggle bus, but like not what you can't maintain and do what it is you do throughout the day. I think you might have somebody who probably is in a marriage with this being under a soulmate, a commitment, but like they found a soulmate. Their light's been out, but like their light is like back on. But like they're not looking at it like it's back on. Like all you gotta do is take the fucking lighter and like, see what I'm saying? Like make a move, like the damn candle. But I guarantee this person fantasizes like, how can you not? With the connection, right? But tell me about you deserve love. This is the dilemma. Like this is somebody's like, even if they're like, it's a meant to be scenario, whether it's both of you could be like, I know this is meant to be. Or one's like, I'm meant to be, or however it goes down, right? Like, I know it's meant to be, but there's still a dilemma where it's like, I don't want to put myself in this situation. I deserve better. And it's not that what you don't have is not the best, but it can't be the 100% the best because there's something very underlined here. You got the Six of Cups. I mean, the Six of Swords. So it's like, the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. It's almost like somebody sent a very direct message. But here's the thing. She's shooting love arrows. So she's not shooting bullshit. Right? It's like she's gone through a journey here. Six of Swords. It's like, I've learned my effing lesson. So whatever, even though that chemistry is there has to be somebody else in the situation because she was very clear and direct regardless of the chemistry. Or maybe she just doesn't like to share. I mean, who likes to freaking share? I don't like sharing that type of energy. Like, that's mine, right? So whether they're intimate with a partner or not, if that's how it works, it doesn't matter. Yes, it's still sharing, right? So this one's learned a harsh lesson. And regardless of the love, because it's a love arrow, it was a very direct message. It wasn't about sexting, or it wasn't about, oh, I miss you, I crave. It wasn't like that. That magnitude of that magnet that you guys have, she doesn't need to be the Queen of Wands. She doesn't need to be that person. She already has that. It's a match. So something's destined for sure. But there's a lot of energy, whether it's friends, family. Too many people are yapping in your ear. It's too much exterior energy, troops. And someone's having a hard time handling the amount of energy. It's like somebody's in the mode, someone's like, I need to watch my back. And it must be a hard scenario for you, because if you feel like you need to watch your back in this situation, there's got to be another person. And not watch your back like someone's going to kick my ass. It's you're protecting your own ass, because you've gone through the ringer. You've gone through the ringer. You've learned lessons, regardless of the love, the chemistry. That it's not. You've gone through the ringer, and you're done going through the ringer. You're not going to accept anything but the best for you. So with that being said, guys, if it's, if it's meant to be, it will be. So let me ride with you, see where this thing goes. I think you're gonna be okay. Best advice. This could be the one. You've already met that romantic partner. See, it's like this person's already like, it's here, right? So you're in a pickle. It's heavy energy. It's not like super heavy, overwhelming, but like you're in a situation. So right now, like, stop questioning if you're questioning. I don't think anyone's questioning per se. I think it's more or less like someone's been through the ringer. And it's like one of those situations where I'll be damned. I'll be damned if I put myself in a cycle like this, or just I'll be damned energy. Like, tell me about this could be the one. That's simple. You can love someone and leave someone. Been there. Too much, I think, in my life. It's not fun. It's not fun. This could be the one. And you had the Emperor reversed, even though I'm not really reading it reversed. But they could be married. But I think someone's frustrated. Someone's really pulled to you. Really pulled to you. But that's mutual. I think someone's trying to figure out too, like, is this all it is? Is this all it is? So it might be him thinking, being the more of a pessimist, like, is this it? Like, am I gonna get my rocks off? Is it just temporary? Is it just sexual? Age difference with the Emperor right there, but when he plays, he's young. He's young when he plays. You guys have fun together. But you met your match. So this, you've already met this romantic partner you seek. And it looks like, he's watching you too. The attraction is not the problem. It's just not. I think it's him questioning, is it just sex? is this it? Or can I have a life with this person? Because they're trying to figure it out too, especially if there's a third party. Is it just, am I just coming in to play Casanova? Or am I Zorro? Who am I? They're soul searching, but here's the thing. The fire's been out for a long time and they met somebody, the universe like, all right, we're gonna respark your energy. And it was dead for a long time. The light was out for a very long time. And it's like it's here, but it's questioning energy, especially if someone's married or in a long time commitment. I honestly think this person right here, the masculine, seems to be, I know this could be the one. Right? And they play. And when they play, they feel young and they feel good. You guys definitely know how to nurture each other. There's no question, right? And you got one over here that's probably the her. I sent a message. There's lots of love. It's love arrows. So much love. But I gotta be clear and direct because I'm not being put through the ringer. There's no way I'm being put through the ringer. So in due time, because that was your best advice, and it looks like that was for the masculine. So if you're a feminine in this situation, that's what your masculine could be feeling right now. That this is just chemistry. Like, this is like, there's no way this can last. Like, there's so many things, but that's what's really on their mind right now. Like, could be an age difference too, especially knowing that they're coming in as a king over here, right? But like, in all reality, they're the emperor. And it looks like someone sent a very clear message. Like, there's no way I'm going to go through the ringer. Like, there's somebody here. There's external energy. And this one's like, no, regardless of the passion, regardless of the chemistry, I'm not doing this. I truly, honestly feel like this is in the universe's hands, though. If something's fated, it's fated, right? I don't see anyone taking advantage of the situation. Well, that coffee's cold. So, I think it's fine. Best advice with this deck. Looks like a beautiful situation, like a love story. Not all love stories are grand and fabulous, right? They all have their ups and downs, but this is a meant to be story. It's fated. There's stability here. There's something. It's the Four of Wands. It's a new path, a new direction. Voids are open. If it doesn't feel stable right now, it is. Or maybe they don't feel stable. They don't feel stable, which is like, you don't feel stable. This one's not playing games. This one's like, fuck the freaking chemistry. Like, I've been through, I keep saying it, someone's been through the freaking ringer and they're done. I've learned this lesson. They were clear, they were direct, regardless of the chemistry, regardless of this, regardless of that. There's no synergy. With temperance here, there was no balance. And it could just have to do with a living situation with somebody else. Because you two definitely have a future. Because at the bottom of the deck was the Knight of Chalices. In this type of night, in due time, this one's already thinking about marriage. Like I said, vice versa. It doesn't matter. It's under the moonlight. You got to go towards the unknown to know, right? Like, it's not that there's not feelings. It's just, I don't think someone jumped the gun, but they were very direct because someone's just uncomfortable with the situation, clear as day. Even if it's no one needing to have the upper hand. This could be the one. It's not that. There's still something toxic in this situation too, because it's like the strength card, right? It's like it represents Leo, but it's like you're still battling this devil, this hog, whatever it is, right? It reminds me of the devil. Because when the strength comes out, the devil's always lurking. So there was something toxic, or there's still something toxic. You're still battling something toxic. But now you're in a situation where it's like, you can take yourself out of the toxicity. There's history here. There's past lives. There's history. They got history with somebody. You got history with someone. There's this history. It's like that. It's not quite there yet, but continue to have strength, continue to stay optimistic. The universe is saying this is worth waiting for. Like, this is who you think it is. Like, try to be a little more optimistic. And whoever needed that message about it's not just intimacy, that's your message. But on the other hand, you got another energy that's like, I'm not being put through the ringer. So that's a drastic change. So if somebody feels like they don't want to be put through the ringer, you got to speak up or say something, or somebody's just like, regardless of the love, regardless of the intimacy, like if somebody's at that stage, you're not messing with the average person because they know better. But this can't be easy for that person either too, because soulmate, this could be the one. Stay optimistic, chemistry worth waiting for. It's, but at the same time, you got one being like, you're crazy if you think like someone is so direct. It's got to be one of you that's learned lessons. You know what I mean? And the other one's like, is it just chemistry? Is it just this? Because they're imaging other stuff too. You would be on the same page when it comes to what you want, what you know. I think the balance is coming. The stability is coming. Because I said, what is it, your best advice, what's coming type thing, right? The stability is coming. Okay? So, it was a good read. It's just that energy where it's like, it's not the clearest energy. But in due time, I'd say right around the full moon too, you're definitely going to get a little more clarity. I think someone gave that clarity, right? Because the Knight of Swords, man or female, very direct, straight to the point, no bullshit. Right? Learned lessons. I'm not being put through the ringer. The other one, Emperor, kind of sits back and watches, observes why they figure things out. But the other one wasn't having it, was not having it, regardless of the scenario. What's next for the situation, real quick? What's next? Just to ease you guys' mind, okay? So, someone, or the two of you need to free yourselves. You need to take control of some type of situation in a life, and then you have engagement. So your love life is about to ascend real fast on a very high level as soon as somebody takes action to get themselves out of a certain situation, whether that's feminine in the depiction of the card saying, that's it, I'm done, I'm not being put through the ringer, or that's the masculine being like, okay, it's way more than just intimacy. It's however it rolls for you. Just know, if you took yourself out of an equation, you're going to be fine. If you didn't, you're still going to be fine. It's just taking control over your own situation. Once you do, and like I said, what did I say to you guys? I said, if you find yourself in a situation where you're confused or you're arguing, take yourself out of the situation. Take control back. Make that decision not to stay in some type of energy. And as soon as you do that, things will escalate, whether it's a relationship, whether it's work, however this goes down for you. But sometimes you just got to know when to back off, to take yourself out of a situation. Because as soon as you do that and you take control of your own thoughts, stuff escalates a lot quicker. It's like, for the love of God versus for fuck's sakes. You know, kind of the same thing. You know, I don't know. At the end of the day, it's safe for you to love. Right underneath, they slipped out. They're peeking out. Express your love. You guys just need a conversation. So, as soon as somebody takes themselves out of a situation of feeling lack or a suffocating feeling, things will escalate a lot quicker than you think. So, time. So don't worry about it. Whoever situation this is, don't fret. Don't be upset. Don't, just be who you are. Get through your day how you get through your day. Be optimistic. You know, you don't have to backpedal. It's just, you're in the middle of a solar storm too. The energy's a little heavy, right? So don't get your panties in a bunch. If you need to take yourself, if you need to take yourself out of the equation, take yourself out of the equation. I didn't see fear. I didn't see anything like that. I see two very disciplined people. You're going to be okay. And if you're in a situation of marriage a long time, just know stuff. If you're happy and you truly both love each other and you're both happy, it's going to take a turn for the better. Okay? If you're in a marriage where you're in a relationship where you're not happy, it's not going to be an instant, I dream a genie, or twitch your nose, I'm going to get better. This is a fresh scenario, fresh feelings, or somebody who's already in a situationship with somebody, and if there's effort on two halves, even if, and again, the 20 years, 30 years, as long as there's synergy and the two of you still want each other and love each other and want to make it work, it sure will. Okay, but I got a few things to do, and I got one more personal reading, a couple actually. I love you guys. I see you tomorrow. Looks good. It does not look awful. The energy's still a little heavy to get a complete grasp on who's who and what's what and what scenarios who's, and it's either going to resonate a lot, or like, I don't know, like, come back to it at some point, right? Just don't let certain energy get the best of you. You're very welcome. When my brother gets here, okay? I love you guys so much. I love you too. Bye, guys. You're welcome.